For residential, it doesn't need to be 4 units or less, but you could do 4 unit, 2 unit, 2 unit, 2 unit, 2 unit.
And you also have the separate entrance basement option. So if you can live up top and rent out the basement.
There's plenty of folks that have leveraged the rules within the system to buy multiple properties with minimal down payment in the shortest time frames possible just because they're following the loan guidelines.
And that's our program, How to Buy 6 Doors in 12 to 18 months, right? And there is, Fannie Mae just dropped a bomb.
6 doors in 18 months, so people know. 6 doors, you mean it's a multi-unit, and it has you can put 6 families or 6.
Or if it's like 3 2 units, 1 4 unit, 2 single families.
Got it.
Like saying I own 6 different doors in the course of 18 months. Not necessarily 6 at once because that's normally a commercial loan. For residential, it doesn't need to be 4 units or less, but you could do 4 unit, 2 unit, 2 unit, 2 unit, 2 unit.
And you also have the separate entrance basement option. So if you can live up top and rent out the basement, we're in a very transient area, and people will live in basements and rent them out. So that's another option, and that becomes another income generating product as well. And we use that as well as the 6 doors, included in the 6 doors as well.
So what kind of program can I get for 3.5 to 5% down on that? So like 3.5 on a, let's say, what would you say worst case scenario? What are y'all seeing in the market right now for like units like that, for a multi-unit?
Call it $750,000.
So $750,000, and you're saying I can put down 5%.
You actually
That's 37.
You actually put down 3.5.
Yeah.
Shut up.
So
man.
take it.
I'm sorry, bro. 3.5% is going to be my down payment. That's $26,000.
Yeah.
That is not bad at all.
Absolutely.
And the other powerful part is when you utilize FHA financing, there's something called a self-sufficiency study. Meaning that I can qualify for a higher mortgage payment than my income allows as long as the other units in that building are cash flowing to the point to offset my monthly obligation. So most of the time, they want to keep your total debt to income ratio, including your mortgage,
below 30, right?
Well, FHA can get up to the 40s, but 30 is a smart range to go to. If I only qualify, I'm showing this is only like 12, 15% for me, but my other units in the building I'm buying already have leases, already show existing rental history. I can qualify with a much lower ratio to be able to get a building than I could if it were just me on my own.
And what the lenders are doing now, remember when we said they're starving for loans, right?
Right.
They're even saying, you know what, Keith, you go out and run comps on this property to see what you can potentially get for rent, and we'll use that for the other units if they're vacant.
What?
Yep.
And Keith James here is a master at this, and some of our best lenders of making sure when we're helping people qualify, we have clarity on numbers, and we've got options that show them what that rental income can be within a realistic range, but what the number needs to be to make sure that they can qualify to get in. Because we know rents are only going up. Only going up.
Only going up.
They are going up.
So are y'all positioning people when they come to you to get this education? Because one thing I do love about you all is that not only you all, real estate agents and getting people into homes, but you're providing the education on what the next step is. The very first conversation I had with Keith, which is why I've never had this with no other real estate agent. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I've worked with one other that he knows of and I love him, but even that wasn't the case, right? Keith jumps on the very first time and he goes to a PowerPoint presentation with me. So all right, the first step is we're gonna get you into a home here in DMV. Second step is we're gonna run an equity play and get you into another investment property. And I was like,
wait, I ain't bought my first one yet.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's giving me the education from the very beginning on what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you into a home so you can move to the DMV area. Great. These are the areas you're gonna look into. We're not gonna look into these areas because it's just not good right now. And this is your home. You wanna raise a family here, but you wanna make some equity. Cool, great, let's get you into that home. But then the next step is after a year, we're gonna talk about A, B, C. And he hit me up, hey, Anthony, it's time for the conversation. And I'm like, dang, Keith, I've been busy, I've been running. And so, but it's like, I love that. So now that you have people watching, say, all right, Keith, Coalition Group, I'm in my primary home, but I don't have a whole lot of money. Like I don't have, 50 grand sitting aside, but I may come back and get 25, 26 grand. Recently, I've completed my full estate plan, and it's been an emotional journey, if I'm going to be honest with you. But now I have a peace of mind knowing that my family and loved ones are well taken care of. But here's something you may not know that I think you need to know. According to a recent study, nearly 60% of African American adults have life insurance. Now, wait a minute. Many of these policies may not provide sufficient coverage to fully protect their families in case of unexpected deaths. This lack of adequate coverage is a pressing issue among the Black community. It can lead to financial difficulties and potentially hinder the building of generational wealth. In today's time, it's more important than ever for African Americans to give priority to life insurance and estate planning. You see, by doing so, you can ensure that your loved ones are secure in the event of your passing. This covers funeral and burial costs, clears all debts and mortgages, and provides a financial cushion to help them continue building wealth, long-lasting wealth. Don't leave your family's financial future to chance. I want you to secure life insurance today. I want you to get a free life insurance quote through my friends at Ethos. All you gotta do is go to anthonyoneal.com/life insurance. Again, that is anthonyoneal.com/life insurance for your free quote, or click the link in today's show notes. Protect your family's future and attain a peace of mind. Act right now, and let's get back to today's show. Are y'all saying there's hope in the community for
Well,
that?
we have never been told that it was possible, right? We've never been told that it was possible. We haven't seen it done,
Yes.
right? So that's why I host home buying seminars in my investment properties, right?
Okay.
So last property I bought for $750 at a 7.3% interest rate. So when I'm educating, I'm giving out my closing disclosures,
Okay.
all my numbers, my renovation budget, so clients can see. We had about 75 people on a rainy day in one of my investment properties before it got renovated. So we could educate them about how to do these things. So we've never seen it done. So when I bring people into the property so they can see what I'm doing, they can feel, touch the property, see how dirty it is, and then I bring them back in after it's renovated to show them, okay, this is where I messed up at. These are the opportunities I have to get better in when it comes to renovations and contractors. This is what not to do, and this is what to do.
So good.
Once we see it done, we can believe, and then we can achieve it.
So what do I need to be doing if I'm, if I say I'm in DC making $80,000, $100,000 a year, right? And I want to get inside of one of these units. Where do I first start?
Well, you need to come talk to me.
Right.
First and foremost.
And we're
right?
going to put all their information, you guys, inside of today's show notes, so y'all definitely can go talk to the Coalition Group.
Yep, and we're not just a real estate company. We're not just a transactional company, right?
Right.
Our mission is to be the bridge to our community for all things real estate, lifestyle, and wealth building.
I love it.
We have relationships. Relationships will take you places money can't.
Facts.
And that's super important when you're trying to build a portfolio.
Facts.
From the contractor, from the right lending options, and things of that
Permit
nature.
folks helping you get the permits right.
Exactly. And all that stuff, we're a one-stop shop. You can come here to us and get all that information, and you can get it quickly. And we're not the, people that are trying to sell dreams. We're actually doing the things that we're telling our clients to do.
You are. And I'm watching that. So once they come see you, or because I think for them, they want to know, okay, before I come see you, what things should I have in place before I come see someone like the Coalition Group? Because some people may live in Florida,
Well, let me be blunt, man. I think the way we've set up our systems now, we've got the whole set of resources that can help people navigate. If you just got the dream and the intention, we're going to be real straightforward up front if it's something that can be taken action on in the short term, or if there are other steps and other people you need to connect with before you're in a position to take action. So I'd say, honestly, the first step, and this isn't just blowing smoke, is to talk to us.
It is.
Because from there, it's kind of a tree, we can figure things out.
Okay.
And back to just a reference where you asked why we came together.
Yeah.
I think the most tangible benefit of privilege is kind of a knowledge, chronology, and a roadmap. Privilege is a roadmap.
Yes.
When we come together and combine our resources,
Yes.
the acceleration of the roadmap we've been able to build for people on both their wealth building journey, on their ownership journey, is so powerful. So that's why coming to a group like us early is the most impactful thing you can do, because if there are intermediate steps, we're not going to just shush you off and be like, get back with me when you write. It's like, no, here are steps 1, 2, 3, 4 that you need to take to get right. We don't want people to take guesses or talk to Uncle Joe or whoever else that says, you need to do this before you go talk. No, to navigate and accomplish it now, we got the steps, we got the resources, and that's really the most tangible benefit and the power of our partnership.
Anthony, we've had so many people come to us and say, thought that they were a year and a half out, thought that they were 2 years out, but they actually got a house in 4 to 6 months. They don't know what they don't know. They're actually better off than they thought they were, right? And that's so powerful, because when you talk about the acceleration, they're able to build wealth faster for their family, and not just for them, not just for their kids, but their grandkids. And that's super important as well. Speed to be able to build wealth. Because if you a lot of times we have fear. We have fear. I bought my first property at the age of 23. And that was just walking by faith and not by sight.
Right.
That really was super scary for me. But the one thing, it wasn't about the deal. The one thing I think the barrier that I broke down was the fear. Once I accomplished that deal, I caught that real estate bug and I was able to go out and do more because I had the confidence.
Yeah.